Hello ladies and gentlemen, before we begin, I would like to point out that the following video of 12 is better than 6 is done in an ink-drawn blue or black on white high contrast art style that, while nice, may cause issues if you are sensitive to white or bright lights. If you happen to be sensitive to bright lights, either through epilepsy or just photosensitivity, I would recommend turning your monitor brightness down for this video, or simply skipping ahead and listening only. Sincerest apologies to anybody who happens to suffer from any of these conditions. I am among them, so let's get on with the video. Hello ladies and gentlemen, Panzer here, and today we're taking a look at 12 is better than 6, and listen to that soundtrack. Get a very nice little rocking kind of western tunes going on. Like, I don't know anything about music genres, but this is a game that's currently on Kickstarter right now. So if you're watching this right now, or in a couple of days' time at least, it should still be on there, and you can see right there in the corner of the screen, Kickstarter. So yes, this is going through a Kickstarter campaign, and let's take a look at it. So, settings, nothing to see there right now. This is a very, very early alpha. In fact, there's an alpha available on the Kickstarter right now, but this is the extended version that we're going to take a look at that has more stuff in it. So, let's continue, because I'm already some way into the game. Okay, so first things first, we have a bunch of enemies down here. Now, this is just after the tutorial section, which I played some time ago, and now I don't remember how to do it. So, there are two basic controls, of course, W, A, S, and D for movement, and then there is right-click to draw your gun. Now, you can see there's an actual aiming time. We can look at the cursor, see where it snaps on. So, there's a slight delay there. So, we do have to plan our shots a little bit more. This is very Hotline Miami-esque, in fact. So, that's one thing to bear in mind here. Let's take him out. Nope. There is a button for melee, and I've completely forgotten what it was. There we go. I think that's it. Right. Okay, so that guy goes away. Let's stab him. Nope, that's not it at all. Okay, let's try that again. Wish I could remember what it was. Okay, and we're back. So, I had to have a look at the controls. So, I did not notice this earlier, but... and you can barely see this in the top corner here. It's a little bit bugged out at the moment. But basically, if we hit Q, it switches between our gun and our knife. So now if I click, it pulls the knife out. Very useful right there. And of course we aim at this guy over here. Let's take him out first. Let's pick up... we don't need his gun. I think we want to go after this guy over here. So we got him. Now that's a window there. If we go through that, it's going to make a lot of noise. So we do want to be a little bit more careful here. Alright, let's try this. So we've got to aim and fire. Now you have to reset after every shot. So you can't just keep clicking and hope to, you know, get the kills. Right, so if we have a look here, we can... oh, I don't know where the others are. Let's be a little bit more careful here. So there is a guy down here. Now there are a bunch of different weapons in this game, even at this stage. So far I've seen a rifle, pistol and knives, and some dynamite as well. But there's going to be much more coming later on. In fact, I think they might even have bows already. I'm just going to wait for him to come out here. No, he's not going to. Alright. That could have gone badly. So we've got 2 shots left. We can reload, of course, or we can even just pick up what's on the ground there. And you do have to tap to reload every round. So they've taken this whole Western angle very seriously. So yeah, it does look a lot like Hotline Miami, at least gameplay-wise. But it's much slower and more methodical than Hotline Miami. Hotline Miami, I felt, had a lot of... right, you can see one guy over there. Had a lot of fast reactions. Now, you had to know where enemies roughly would be and what their patterns would be like, but you had to be very quick about it. In this, you kind of have to, but it selects places. So, different engagements and stuff. So, being quick to pull out the gun and shoot, being the fastest draw, essentially. is important. I think we picked up some ammo there. Yep, that didn't go well. Happened to switch to the wrong weapon at that time, so let's do this again. Now you might notice this sort of art style. It's what I would call ink drawn. I think that's the correct term for it. So it's ink on paper essentially. Now this I have heard is a little bit harsh on the eyes, and to me it is because I have a sensitivity to bright white screens. So it is a little bit hard to look at, but with the brightness turned down, it is bearable. I would like to see some filter options, actually, similar to things like colorblind mode and what have you. That would make that a little bit more approachable for people who do have that sort of issue. Because I do happen to personally know a number of people that do have issues, just like I do, with this amount of sort of black and white contrast, or blue and white contrast. Alright, here we go. Get you in the window there. There's another one. Where is he? Problem is I can't see far enough to actually see where he is. And this window, he can definitely shoot me through it. Right, so where are we? Alright, that guy's awake. He might come out here. Nope. Shot got blocked by the door there. So it is... There are moments like that where it's just sort of quietly tense. Where there's not a lot of shooting going on, not a lot of action, but you're just sort of in this standoff. Now the range of a lot of sounds aren't as far as I would have thought. So we can actually get through, get away with shooting from quite a short distance, actually. Like normally you'd expect to be much further away to do any of that, but no, here it's just fine. Somehow I didn't hear that. Which is a bit strange, but having all of them come after you at once would be a little bit difficult, let's say. Yeah, and then other times they're very quick to do that. Some of the enemies don't seem to have a certain amount of life preservation, or a sense of preservation anyway. What am I saying? Self-preservation, that's what I'm trying to say. So yeah, we can definitely see that there are things that maybe they need to work on, but it's not a bad game, actually. I like this idea of it. Like, mainly because I think I don't have the sort of reactions to make Hotline Miami enjoyable for me. Don't get me wrong, it's a fun game, but it's a little bit too quick for me, and that makes it very hard for me to play. This, it requires reflexes at particular intervals and then gives you a moment to rest in between. So part of why I'm starting here is because this is where I'm actually stuck at, pretty much. So let's get him. But honestly, having to kind of cock the revolver every time is quite a nice touch. It definitely adds to the whole Western feel to it. Oh god. Alright, let's try this just by shooting everybody. Let's just do that. Yeah, that didn't go well. Let's wait for him to go away, so I've got a little bit more wiggle room here. Somehow they didn't hear that. Yep, so we can definitely do this quickly if we really want to. That's not too much of an issue. I just need to work on my aiming a little bit. Nope. Okay. Take him out. Him out. Okay, and just waiting for one more. His gun is still on the floor there. But yeah, I can definitely say this is a very, very stylish game. Nope. That's the wrong time to be caught without ammo. Because it doesn't seem like something a stick of dynamite wouldn't fix. But, you know. Alright, let's reload before we get into trouble here. Alright. Now, the only thing is that we can't dual wield in this. Just a bit of a shame. So that would be interesting. Alright, so we got that. Okay, so we're running out of ammo, actually. Kind of. I wish we could actually take some of the ammo out from here, but... Alright, there's one more guy over there, but I think he's asleep, so we could probably... Oh, hang on, we could have gone all the way around, actually. So, yeah, now we can move on. The game definitely gives you a lot of options. I'll pay you $1 if you bring me the stack from the stock room. Alright, so there will be more things that we need to do. And of course we do have these little scripted cutscenes and all that, but I'm going to probably leave this one here. It looks like it's getting quite interesting, but do let me know if you want to see more of this, because I do hope that, you know, once they get funded, that this game gets made. So do check out the Kickstarter down below if you're interested in the game. But overall, it's got some good points to it. I am kind of enjoying it, but it's just, as nice as the art style is, it really doesn't work for me. And unfortunately, it kind of hinders my enjoyment of it. It's not that it looks bad, it makes my eyes hurt a bit. So, alright, I'm going to leave that one there. Thank you very much for watching. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe, leave a like if you enjoyed the video, and comment down below if you have any questions. And of course, check the links in the description. If you're interested in trying out the alpha of the game, it's available on their Kickstarter. The link's down below. And thank you very much for watching. My name is Panzer, and I'll see you next time.